Do you want to know how you can get a chance to win $10 million while making more on your savings account? You're in the right place. Hey, I'm Ariane with Ask Ariane, where we talk about money, investing, and real estate to help others like you achieve financial freedom. If you're interested in any of those topics, please click the subscribe button and hit that bell so you can see my weekly videos. Alright, let's talk about Yotta Savings. I'm going to tell you what Yotta Savings is, what I like about it, and some gotchas that I think you should be aware of before and while you use it. For most people, savings can be boring, which is why Yotta Savings came up with a way to gamify savings and make it a lot more fun. So, you might be asking, what is Yotta Savings? Well, it's an app-based savings platform that gives you a 0.2% annualized percentage yield base savings rate. So that's higher than the 0.01% that the big banks like Wells Fargo or Bank of America give you. I know I have a Wells Fargo savings account and that's at 0.01%. So I'm super happy that Yotta Savings has this 0.2% APY savings rate. Now, the way they make savings fun is this. For every $25 that you deposit, you get one ticket every week. You keep that in the account. So if I deposit $100, I'll get 4 tickets every week for a chance to win $10 million each and every week. That sounds super fun, doesn't it? For each ticket, you can either pick your own 7 numbers or you can let the system randomly pick the numbers for you. And you can use my referral code in the notes to get an extra 100 tickets when you make your first deposit. And when you do make that first deposit, you're going to be in the app and you can make your own referral link and send it to friends and family so they can get 100 tickets and you get 100 tickets when they sign up. Alright, so you're probably asking yourself now, how do you win? How do you win this $10 million? So at 9 p.m. Eastern every day, a new number is drawn. And a third-party company draws the numbers to ensure that there's no favoritism at Yotta. Now, after the end of the week, all of those numbers would have gotten drawn, and that's when you know if you win $10 million. So the prizes range from small prizes, I think last week I won 10 cents, to a brand new Tesla or its cash equivalent, and of course, that $10 million jackpot. One thing about the $10 million jackpot is it's actually going to be a $5.8 million lump sum payout of a $10 million annuity. So I'm not sure why they didn't just call it a 5.8 million jackpot to begin with, but I guess they wanted to make it sound a lot more exciting, which I agree, $10 million sounds more exciting. And remember, even if you don't win from your tickets, which I don't think I've ever not won, I usually get at least 10 cents, right? You still get that 0.20% APY, which is like 20 times more than the normal big bank savings accounts. And you still get to click the like button and click subscribe for the YouTube algorithm, which makes me very happy. Thank you. Okay, now you're probably asking, is it safe? Well, your funds are actually deposited at a U.S. bank called Evolve Bank and Trust, and they've been around for 90 years. They're an FDIC insured, fully backed by the U.S. government up to $250,000. Okay, now I'll talk about the drawbacks and the gotchas that I think you should be aware of before and while you use Yotta Savings. So, first of all, once you deposit your money, it can take 3 to 4 days before your balance shows available in Yotta to prevent fraud and money laundering. And it can take 2 to 3 days to transfer money back out from Yotta. So the first drawback is if you deposit something in there today, the soonest you can get it back out is going to be about 2 weeks. So You don't want to put every single dollar of your emergency fund in there. You'll want to put money in only if you know that you won't need it for at least 2 weeks. The second drawback, you can withdraw up to 6 times a month to a maximum of $40,000 total. And you can only deposit $40,000 into the account each month. So personally, I probably wouldn't keep more than $40,000 in there, so that if something happened and I wanted to take the money all out because of some personal reason or some reason I think Yotta isn't good anymore, then I could take out all the money all at once and not have to wait for a month to take the rest out. And the third drawback that I can think of is you can only link one bank account. And here's the bigger problem. If you switch bank accounts, it can take up to 60 days to withdraw your funds. So keep that in mind. If you do want to switch accounts, this is what I recommend. You'll probably want to withdraw your funds first, so take it out of Yotta from the bank account you're switching away from, and then switch bank accounts. So then you don't lock your money in Yotta for 60 days. Now, after you switch bank accounts and they approve that, then deposit your money back in Yotta. Or just choose not to switch accounts. And they do this to prevent money laundering. So I can totally respect that. If you have any other questions about Yotta, they have a good FAQ section of the things you'll want to know. All right. So now you're asking, what do I like about Yotta? Well, first, I really like that you get the 0.2% APY, which is 20x more than my normal savings account. Sure, there are some that have a higher APY, like online banks, but I really like the concept of gamifying savings. So while I have some at my online savings accounts, I have some at Yotta too, because I really want to support this idea of gamifying and making savings fun. After all, if you have some serious cash, you're going to be investing it in something that gets you at least a 6% or higher return anyway, not a savings account, right? The savings account stuff is mainly for either your emergency fund or it's a place for your funds to sit while you're waiting for that next investment opportunity. Second, I really like Yotta's mission of making savings fun. So here are some facts. According to the Federal Reserve, 40% of Americans can't come up with $400 in an emergency. That's 40% of Americans, that's 328 million people. And even though 40% of Americans struggle to save, Americans spend $80 billion on the lottery each and every year. Or that's an average of $640 per household. Now, the lottery is the worst bet you can make. On top of the small odds, they actually only pay out 50% of what everybody puts in. So half of that goes somewhere else. So if the lottery is such a suboptimal financial decision and saving is so important, then why do people not save and spend a lot more on the lottery? Well, that's because saving is boring, right? There's no short-term reward. If you put money in the savings account, there's no fun there, right? On the other hand, the lottery provides that immediate hope and excitement and fun. Oh, what if I win $4 million today or next week, right? Like, it gives you that excitement. So people like playing the lottery. Well, Yotta fixes that gap and fixes this problem by making savings instantly fun while also offering better economic value than most savings accounts. With Yotta, you get the chance to win big just by saving. So even in weeks where you don't win a prize, your money still grows instead of disappearing like the lottery. Other countries actually do this, and it's increased other countries' savings rates. So in the UK, for example, 33% of the UK population participates in something called premium bonds. 23 million people participate each year. That's a third of the UK population. And they deposit money in a premium bond for a chance to win prizes up to 1 million British pounds. And that's increased their savings rate by a lot. So why haven't we heard of this in the US before? Well, this concept of merging a lottery type system with savings was illegal in the US until 2014. So that's why we're just starting to see this now. I personally think it's a great idea that Yotta Savings can potentially help more Americans save money while making saving fun at the same time. So let's consider that the average household spends $640 a year on lottery each year. If they could achieve the same results that they want from lottery, which is that chance of getting a big payout, that excitement, that fun, that dreaming of what would I do with $10 million? Well, Yotta does that. If you could put that in Yotta and still get that chance to win big bucks up to $10 million, and you don't have to lose the money you pay for those lottery tickets, then those people would have about $22,000 in 30 years instead of spending it on the lottery. And the cool thing is, if they reinvest that, what they save from the lottery every year, from their Yotta savings account, at an investment that yields an 8% return, they would have an extra $73,000 over 33 years. That's a huge win for most people, because that would have been money that they just threw away. But instead, they have it, and they got to enjoy having the chance of winning big. So, that's what I think. If you do check out the Yotta Savings, please let me know what you think in the comments below. I think it would be so cool if one of you wins that $10 million prize. Last week, I won 10 cents, so well, I'm sure you're gonna be much luckier than me. So if you do sign up, comment down below of what you win that first day, because they do a drawing each and every day. And if you want to see more videos on money, investing, and real estate, I would absolutely love it if you clicked that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. I post new videos weekly. Alright guys, have a great day and I'll see you next time.